Hi everyone, thanks for watching another video. Today I'm going to make this beautiful home sign and this cute little flower basket decor. Okay, so I got 4 little frames from the Dollar Tree. I had some metal letters, you can use wood letters. So first thing, I'm gonna open up the frames and I'm gonna go ahead and take my scrapbook paper and trace out the back. Okay, go ahead and cut that out. And I'm going to place it right in the frame. And this is the effect I'm going for. But you could not use the border and just do it like that. I prefer the little border. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up the rest of them. And I'm going to leave the glass out and turn them that way so I can place the letters evenly and equally onto the scrapbook paper. And once I have them placed evenly, I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue them on. Now you can use any scrapbook paper you'd like and any letters you like. Now if you notice, I went 2 different ways with my scrapbook paper. I didn't do that intentionally, it was a mistake, but I still think it turned out okay. Some of the lines in the scrapbook paper are horizontal and some are vertical. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn them around so that they are inside the frame, and just go ahead and put the backing on. And just going to go ahead and do that to the rest of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and hot glue each frame to each other. I suggest you also use wood glue so it gives it a sturdy hold. I did not. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little bit of a fence shape. Once I liked the way it looked, I went ahead and used that as a template and cut out a bunch of the little fencing. I just went ahead and traced it out. And then just cut the little edges. It doesn't have to be perfect because some fences aren't perfect. They have a little wear and tear on them, so I was okay with it. Okay, so after I had all my little fence pieces, I went ahead and painted them with some Waverly white chalk paint. And I believe I gave it 2 coats. Okay, once I had them all painted, I went ahead and measured them out to see where I wanted the placement to be. I figured I wanted even spacing, so I went ahead and took a little popsicle stick and I glued a little piece of the fence on, and then I put the popsicle stick in between so I can have the exact spacing between each of the little fencing. Okay, once that was all done, I decided to put a little fencing on the side so it looked like it would continue. And then I went ahead and took some jute twine and I just glued it along the side and along the front. Just at the edges I glued it. Okay, so I got these from Lowe's. You can get them from Home Depot. They're 5-gallon paint sticks. And I'm a little OCD, so I just wanted to put a few. And to give it some stability in the back, I just went ahead and hot glued it on the back of all 4 frames. Now I wanted mine also to stand up. So I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree signs. It's nice and heavy, and I give it the stability it needs to stand up. So I want to hot glue that on. And it was able to stand up. So I went ahead and took some Boxwood picks from Walmart, and I just wanted it to insert a little bit of the picks to give it a little homey feel. I just put a little glue. I want to be able to take it off and maybe put some different greenery on depending on the holiday. You can put whatever greenery you would like. Okay, so I got these lights. They were $1 at, you guessed it, the Dollar Tree. And I just went ahead and wrapped it around the little fencing. And I turned it on to see where the little lights would be placed. And then I had to just use a little bit of hot glue to have them stay where I wanted to stay. And really just a little bit of glue. A little bit of hot glue. Be careful not to burn your fingers. I should have used that little pink plastic finger cover. And I just went around the top of the frames. And I finally got my pink finger blocker. And then held it down with that. It was much easier. And then when I got towards the end, I just took that in the back and glued it sure I left the battery side on the outside so I could change the batteries. And there you have it. I just wanted to add a little bit of floral, a little bit of flowers on the parts where I had glue so they wouldn't show through. So I just went ahead and clipped those off and just put a little bit of glue and hot glued them to get a little more stability also for the lighting to stay. And that's it, and there you have it. That's without the lights on. I think it's adorable. And it's pretty sturdy. And there it is with the lights on. It gets really cute, makes it look so homey. Okay, our next project, it is a little wall hanger, or you can just stand it up. It's like a little flower box on a window. And this is what you'll need. I used some Waverly antique wax. I used 2 picture frames. Used some dowels. I just used some flowers. Any material you want, just a curtain. 1 box, one of these little fences, and some floral foam. So just go ahead and take off. I'm just looking for the frame on that canvas, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the entire canvas. So I'm just left with the wood frame. Now I had a lot of trouble taking that off. I don't know why. Oh, I recall why. I had my nail ripped off my thumb, so my thumb was really hurting. So I was trying not to use my thumb. Okay, when I finally got them both off, I went ahead and decided to stain them with my antique Waverly wax, and I added a lot of water, as you can see. And after I mixed it, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint over everything. And I like to wipe it off. It helps it dry, and it doesn't leave it such a dark stain. And just don't forget to do the top of the box. And I don't need that little rope, so I just went ahead and cut that off. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the frames. Now I used 2 frames. I wanted to give it a little more depth, but you could use 1 frame. Okay, once everything was painted, I went ahead and put the floral foam, trying to measure how much I needed. And just went ahead and used a scissor and cut off a piece of it. And kept cutting it until I thought it would fit. Could fit. Okay, next I'm going to make the little curtain rod. I just used one of those little dowels and I cut it. That tool is amazing. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. And once I had the dowel securely in place, I was happy. Now I went to cut the fabric I had. You can use a scarf from Dollar Tree, any material really, a baby blanket. I suggest also you stain the wood dowel before doing this. I stained it after, which was a mistake. So I measured it, just folded it over, and then I hot glued it. Originally I was going to make it split in two to have two little curtains, one on each side, and that would be cute. But I also wanted to just have a side curtain pulled over to the side. I just tucked it in. And you could do two little curtains and have them tie back. Like that. And that would be cute as well. I decided I want one curtain, so I just cut that in half and placed a dowel inside. And I want to make sure it fits. Again, I would suggest painting the dowel before you glue it in. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, so I was ready to go ahead and glue both the frames together. I just wanted to have it some depth. You could use one. I also avoided taking out all the staples. Okay, once it was glued together, I went ahead and take my little curtain. Again, make sure it fit, and then went and put some hot glue on each side. And then just held it down and made sure it was even. Once the glue was dried, I went ahead and took a little jute twine and just pulled the curtain to one side and double knotted it. So it would look like a tie bag. I went ahead and get the fence, and it actually just snaps right in. So I have to do is add a little glue. I recommend putting the glue right to the frame and then just to the little edges of the fence, and it will work much better. Okay, now I'm just going to take the box and glue the box onto the fence. And it's coming along quite nicely. I'm going to get the flowers, and I'm just going to start putting them into the floral foam. I'm just going to cut them off with some wire cutters and make sure the leaves are cut with the flowers. And go ahead and just place them in different places and various sizes until I like the way it looks. And when I was happy with it, I thought the front looked a little plain, and you could also see the floral foam. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these beads I got from Amazon and some wooden skewers. And I'm just gonna bead them onto the skewers. And this is a really easy way to glue a bunch of beads together and have them even. So once I have the correct amount of beads, I just go ahead and hot glue them. And then just place them right down. I hold it for a little while until it's dry. And then I just pull the stick right out and make sure it's dry. And I do the second one the same way. And there you have it. I think it came out really cute. Again, you could use 2 curtains. I also think that would be cute. You can hang this on the wall, or you can just set it down on your bureau, and it looks really cute. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Really appreciate it, and thanks for watching.